And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at La Pruna d'Oro at the Intercontinental Hotel here with Mamata, Mama Supu, whatever you want to call her, Esther Passari. Goodness gracious, Twitter is going crazy right here. Let me just read a couple of tweets here. John Messenger says, Esther Passari is a great mind. I'm ashamed I didn't vote for her. Sam Wagura says, looking good, Mama Supu. A lot of sense too. Nairobi needs you. Chem Gorem Mercy says, she should be our president after Uhuru and Ruto, or be our Nairobi governor. And then Moredi McBen says, "Where boss, do you know my food imekuwa baridi hapa?"
Wow,
Mama
nice.
Supu. Omore Osendo says, I actually voted for Esther Passari in 2013 for Nairobi Women's Rep.
Thank you.
At least you got one vote.
No, I actually got close to 300,000.
Shut up.
Yep, I beat 3 presidential candidates with 3 weeks of campaigning.
You had 300,000?
290 something.
Come on.
Seriously.
In this party that
Yep.
Peter Kenneth?
Without rigging.
Come on.
Seriously.
Who beat you?
Shabash.
Okay. You were telling me in the break.
Go on.
You were telling me in the break. Your son.
Yes.
His name is?
Lefteris.
That's his real name.
That's his real name. It's Greek. It actually means freedom. So it's like Uhuru. Yep.
Your son is Uhuru.
My son is Uhuru, but the Greek Uhuru, Lefteris. I actually told him once, you know, your name means Uhuru. And he goes, Mommy, the highway. And I go, no, Uhuru, the president.
That's sweet. What is he doing? Wait.
He's in Millfield, a sports academy in the UK. And he's taking up tennis and football.
Wow.
But he wants to be Donald Trump. So he's probably going to go into construction.
Really?
Yeah, he likes the idea of collecting rent.
Yeah.
Every time I go to collect rent from one of our properties, he loves it. He just loves it. But he doesn't like receiving checks. When they pay in cash, he is happy.
Cash is king.
Yeah, cash is king.
That's what Trump said.
My son is a proper Kikuyu.
Oh, usapere utamua. Role of women's rep, not just in Nairobi, but in general. You know, because we do a program called Sikika Sasa. I don't know if you know it. We go around the counties.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. And every time there's a women's rep on the panel, the audience, they do not understand the role of women's rep. Women's reps don't understand the role of women's rep.
The woman rep position was created to avoid a constitutional hitch. And unfortunately, I mean, this woman runs in the entire county, all right? She runs just like the governor and the senator. And then she's not given any money or any project. And I think that's a failure on the government side because she needs to have a budget. All the women reps need to have an agenda. I mean, the First Lady has an agenda. If somehow you could merge the woman rep all over the country with an agenda, right? It would be fantastic. And they need to have a budget for that. And I think this is where the government has failed. I mean, it's said, okay, so they're legislators right now. They go in there, they make the laws, but it's not enough.
Yeah, but,
on the ground, the people feel they want more from the woman rep. And we went and promised them more, but we never realized that we're not going to have a budget.
How do you do your work without money, without resources, without a budget?
Yeah, and this is a failure, and I think the government needs to address that, especially if they want to carry this position into the next election, because I don't see the political parties having 1/3 majority women.
Are you shocked or disappointed, Esther, that there's not a single woman governor in this country?
No, I'm not shocked. I think Kenya has lagged behind in terms of empowering its women. But the women have not actually waited for it to be handed over, you know. I mean, they're trying, they're coming out. And there are more and more women coming out. Before there was this fear of being branded, you know. I mean, when you're single or you're divorced, it's an issue for a woman. But when you're multi-polygamous with a man, it's a blessing. So we do have a situation.
I'm sorry, which one are you? I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Whatever you decide. No, but the thing is, no, I think women have actually reached a point where they say, you know what, forget about our background because you can't judge us, you don't judge the men either. Let us just judge us on our leadership qualities and what we can do for you. But the woman rep position needs to be looked into.
Someone like Martha Karua, let's face it, she's one of the first people to ever declare her candidacy for the presidency. Remember?
Yep.
Way back.
Yep.
And yet Kenyans, at the end of the day, they said they weren't going to vote for a woman. Are we ready yet? Is that time going to come, Esther? And, Martha's an example because she has been consistent in this.
Well, even Gilu was there. I was in Gilu's campaign. I remember when Gilu stood for president. They're opening the path, A journey takes a while, but the steps have been taken.
Do you see us voting for a woman president?
Yes, I see you voting for a woman president, yes. And I see every Kenyan voting for a woman president. It's going to come because you're not going to look at her sex. You're going to look at her capabilities, her vision, her track record. And I think as long as we're looking for leaders who have leadership qualities and have got track records, then we're not going to be going the tribal route where it's our tribe. We need to support our own. We need to move away from that.
Let's face it, Esther, America with 238 years plus of independence, they have never voted for a woman president.
Well, I think Hillary Clinton's on her way there.
Is it going to happen?
It's going to happen.
You sure?
Definitely.
You sure?
Yep, 100%. I think Hillary's on her way to the... You know what beats me? When you look at the Muslim countries, Benazir Bhutto, Indira Gandhi, those are the countries where women have no say.
Yeah, zero.
And yet
they become prime ministers.
Yeah. So, Liberia?
Ellen Johnson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, that space is already opened. What we need right now is civil education where we say you can vote for a woman. And majority of the voters are women. So at the end of the day, we need to support each other. And I think we're getting there. We're getting there. As long as we're getting fed up with probably the male leaders not delivering, we will vote and embrace women.
Would you, and I come back to you, Esther, because, you're in the mix. You're already in there. You know what it's like to be in the mix. Why not stand for governor at some point? And you say you can't rule it out, and 2017 is not that far away. Would you consider?
Governor, I've worked with the county government, and I'm looking at the county governments right now, and and the fact that we talked about them asking for more money. I would like to see what they're doing with the money they have right now. We need to find a way to grade these county governors, because I'm not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling change from the county level. I'm feeling change from the government, but not from the county level. So I would be very careful about giving the counties a lot of money. I feel the counties need to be accountable for what they already have. And they need to streamline. I saw something about a governor who bought an expensive 300,000 bed. And I'm thinking, hello, we're losing track. The cars. We're back to everybody driving Mercedes-Benz, We need to reach a point where we can equate budget to development. And the county governments, I need to feel them on the ground on social services. At one point, I went to the social service department of Nairobi City Council at that point, and I said, there's so much poverty. What are you people doing with the social services department? And you know what it was all about? The houses in Woodley. Selling the houses, grabbing the houses, renting the houses, getting new tenants, evicting old ones so that you could get goodwill, and not going to the county, going to the individuals. Social services is the place that the county government needs to come up. We've got so many social issues right now. And where's the budget for social
We don't care about those, Esther.
No, we have to.
We don't care about those.
You know what? The central government can do its part. But this county government needs to do something on the ground because they feel the poverty with the MCAs.
Could you beat someone like Kidero?
Could I beat someone like Kidero in the future? Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Could you beat Sonko?
Sonko?
I'm sorry. Can anybody beat Sonko?
I would actually want to run with Sonko rather than against him.
Oh.
Yeah. And the reason I say that is because I've had some interactions with Sonko, and one thing I have to give the guy is he actually, when you call him and you say, I need your help in this area, he is effective. He does it. And I think this is what Kenyans are feeling. They can feel Sonko's presence right on the ground. And I wonder sometimes, how does he manage? He returns the calls. He does what he says he's going to do. Like I called, when he read about my house attack or invasion, he called me and he straight away said to me, go and see so-and-so at the CID headquarters. I've already called them. This is their number. And I thought, that is a true leader.
Okay, but what about his antics? How about his behavior off the political scene? The other antics.
All right, so
the hair, the dress code.
let me say something. That's who he is.
Boniface Mwangi called him a man boy one time.
They can call him whatever he wants. They can say whatever they want. As long as the people of Kenya feel his presence and feel that he's delivering to them. I mean, I've seen him. I've met people that he's started car wash from. He's creating jobs, hairdressing salons, right? He's gone into the field and actually got the guns out of the people. This leader, if you actually give him the opportunity, right? He is going to do wonders because he feels the people at the bottom.
Do you think sometimes with the things that he does, do you think he embarrasses the boss? Does he embarrass the president?
No, I don't think he embarrasses the president. I mean, okay, you're talking about when he went to The Hague?
Well, for one.
You know what? Okay, so there was this serious issue going on one side, and there was this entertainment by Sonko on the other.
Yeah.
It was a good laugh, and he came back and he got back to work. So what's the big deal?
So you're cool with him?
I'm cool with him. This is who he is. I don't care about how he dresses. I care about what he's doing for the people. He's creating jobs.
And the people of Nairobi love him, don't they?
And the people of Nairobi, I tell you what, Sonko is loved by the people of Kenya. I was in Mombasa. I went for my mother's 70th birthday, and I took my 90-year-old grandma, and I went to a beach so I could show my grandma with her wheelchair the ocean. I thought, okay, grandma's not been to Mombasa for over 20 years. Let me take her to see the ocean. And then I got a photo from Sonko on my WhatsApp, and he goes, "You're in Mombasa." And a message saying, "You're in Mombasa." And I said, "Really? How do you know?" Within seconds, he sends me a picture. So some of the boys that were there washing their matatus on the beach actually took a picture of me and sent it to Sonko, who then sent it to me. He is connected everywhere. I think the whole country feels Sonko, and that's what a leader should be. So somebody like the president would want somebody like Sonko because he brings in the votes.
Do you see someone like Sonko one day, being president?
Let me tell you something. There was a DJ who became president. If the people...
You mean in Madagascar?
Yes, exactly. If the people see and feel the leader, and the leader relates to them, can get to their level, I believe that anything's possible. As long as he's creating jobs. Remember, we've got a huge problem with unemployment.
So you can see President Mike Mbuvi.
Sonko? I wouldn't write it off.
And that's why you say you'll be close to him so that you could be deputy president, huh? It all makes sense now.
No, let me tell you something. You got to give credit where it's due. I mean, when I was running in Embakasi, Sonko and I were like this. When I was running for Women Rep, we were like this. But you got to give the guy credit because I feel him on the ground with the people. Seriously. I mean, he's done things. You can say he's done this. Show me something else that's been done by another leader in Nairobi. Show me.
So, and this is not a show about Sonko, but real quick, let's finish it up and say he's been going to school at night, right?
Fantastic.
He's getting a degree at some point.
Fantastic.
Does that mean that he's going to run for governor?
Who knows?
In 17?
I think that's where he needs to be.
You reckon?
I think so.
Sonko?
Yep, I see it. I mean, he hasn't said that that's what he wants, but I can see that happening. And I believe that if he has a good administrator as his deputy, then that's what you need at the county government. You need to clean up and create systems that work. But I'll tell you what, it's happening. You know, much as we criticize, there are things that are happening. When you can SMS now and get your rates. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Jeff, Rome was not built in a day. We are getting there. Kenyans, the government is doing its part. What are we doing as individuals? Let us also do our part. Because, you can't elect a leader, all right, and say this is his responsibility. I mean, I'm a mother. I have 2 children. But I can't be completely responsible for my 2 children. They also have to shape up and take advantage of whatever I've placed before them. I've put them in good schools. They have to take advantage of that. I'm giving them values. They have to take those values. I'm trying to build them, mold their character. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to absorb everything that's given to you. Yeah.
No
I mean,
doubt.
I can give you the food. You have to eat it.
No doubt about
Exactly.
it. Mother at 50.
2 babies and an 18-year-old. Wow.
Hello. We're going to take a break, come back and ask you, what is it you want to see the president about?
I answer now?
No.
Okay.
Hold that thought
Okay.
as we focus in on your red. Oh my. Keep Keep the tweets coming at Esther Passari, at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag is JKL. This woman is holding nothing back. She's bearing it all. And she's endorsed Mike Boovy for president.
My goodness.
Oh yeah, my goodness.
On camera.
JKL takes a break. We'll be back in a